All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Right there.
Ready. 55. 25.
There. 54, Mike.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Throwing now. Ryan on first down. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Shift.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 24. Check.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Mike, 54. Yeah, let's get
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. Caught by Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36.
He had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. 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 Get out.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
Hey, Tuesday. No. Hey. High 7. 25 tonight.
Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Samaje Perine, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, man, watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Gun.
To throw is Newton.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week.
Here we go.
And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
Newton on first down. We ain't giving him nothing. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Tack McKinley. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
20.
Here's Newton. Flush to his right.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tack McKinley in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Greg.
Hey, watch that.
From the gun, here's Newton.
Get the ball.
Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Ryan to throw. Going for the deep ball. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Get him, boys!
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ready?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Not here.
Here's Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Come on.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
You better be afraid of me. Hey! You better be afraid of me.
Orbit. Check 3.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Oh, yeah!
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
20. 8.
Check 13.
Undercrunch.
Alert 3.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
All day, baby. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Get that quarterback.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ready. 280. 51. Sub. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike's 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, Sub. Watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike. Hey, Tuesday.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Gun, baby. I got you. Check. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch, orbit. Watch 54.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Mike's 5.
From the shotgun, Ryan.
You're not ready.
And it's complete. Hooper. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Let's go.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Hey, check. 24.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Baby. That's it.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check. Watch 54.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, it's caught on the right side at Smith. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
20. Check. Let him go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Sanu. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Keep playing
The
hard.
Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence. When in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Let's go one more.
Gun.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Set. Ready.
Check. 45. Watch the backer.
Gun.
Hey, check Mike 40.
On 1st and 10, Newton going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch the ball.
Check your hot read.
Hey, check.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Come on now. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
All day, every day.
Out of the gun, Newton. The open man is Smith. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Carolina.
6.
Curtis
Touchdown,
Samuel.
baby.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for...
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Check Mike 54. Mike
22.
coming, big
And now a 10th carry for Freeman.
Turn up.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let's go. Switch.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Here it comes, here it comes.
20 pasaran!
I think probably just trying to draw him off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time, being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Fourth down, and out comes the Falcon kicker, Giorgio Tavecchio. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Watch Mike.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Here we go.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
45's the mic.
Let's put him on the button.
Now Newton on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 Short able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's going to be a long day. He's coming. We got double up.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan looking deep downfield. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, South.
Motion. 20.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Don't be mad.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey! Whip! Watch the whip! Hey! Bravo!
Operating from the gun. Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. 16 yards, a first down.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I'm going to come back to you. He's crashing.
20.
He's checking crash.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards that time.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Watch hey!
Hey! Watch the ship.
Gun.
Fuzz.
On first down, it's Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Gun.
He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their...
And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Shift.
Now it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's get
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. From the gun, Ryan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
On first down, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
58. Check 49.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
We got this.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player? A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Watch twist.
After the interception, here's Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, it's Freeman. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike's 5-4.
Watch the run.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
You don't want no problems with me.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Check 31. Check 31.
Check.
Now Pirine. And he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Samaje Perine with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Come on, boy.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
That's it. 180.
Mike, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.